shop in Hogsmeade myself.
I spent the entire day in Hogwarts.
But you pick yourself.
Revelio. Levioso. Lumos.
ฮัลโหล
ปรับเสียงไมค์ดัง
ได้ยินเปล่า
ไมค์กับเครื่อง
ไมค์เครื่องเหรอ
เหมือนที่ปรับกับ PS4
เฮ้ 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 เฮ้
ได้ยินแล้ว
Lumos.
ลืมอะต้องไปปรับในอันนั้นอะไออะไรไม่รู้เรื่องถูก มันมืดเหลือเกินค่ะอาจารย์ฉันจะเผาหนังสือตรงนี้ให้ดู
Incendio.
บ้ามันเคย
27 นาทีที่จะช่วยนายเอง ทำอะไร
หึ
ฮะ
อะไรนะ
เราเรียนเวทมนต์
there you are.
ป้องกันตัว ไปเรียนศาสตร์มืดมาป้องกันศาสตร์มืด แต่เขาบอกว่าถ้า
เรี
เรี
ย
ย
น
น
ศาสตร์มืดเพื่อการศาสตร์มืด
เรียนป้องกันศาสตร์มืดมา แต่ว่าคาถาที่มาจากศาสตร์มืดจะไม่มีผลกับเนื้อเรื่อง
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Hecat.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer.
ก็
So,
มาดิค่ะ
shall we proceed?
Fig, I have work for you. Come.
อ่า
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your
is...
schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends.
จานใหญ่
My office.
ใช่
5
นี่
minutes.
เฮดมาสเตอร์ เป็นครูใหญ่ที่นี่ เลยต้อง
That
หยุด
man is exasperating.
หยุดไปห้อง
Unfortunately,
ส
our
มุด
trip
กัน
to the
ก่อน
restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
ผีอ
But
อก
Professor,
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further.
จะไป
I shall find you when I've
จะไป
completed whatever toils I must endure.
ไปไหนอ่ะ Talk to Sebastian โอเค
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea.
เริ่มเป็นเพื่อนกับบ้านอื่นแล้ว โดดลงไม่ได้ว่ะแย่
Lumos. Sebastian, there you are.
I was hoping to see you. I was in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack and saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow.
Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
I've never even met him. Perhaps he mistook me for another student.
If you say so. I won't press you now, but you will have to tell me what's going on at some point. You might need me. So, Why were you looking for me?
I need to find something for Professor Fig, but it's in the restricted section of the library.
He can't get it himself?
He was called away by Black at the last moment. I suppose I
เรา
could
ไม่
wait
ควร
to
เป็น
get a
เพื่อน
note
กับ
from
บ้าน
him,
อื่น
but
You want to show
Come
some
on.
initiative.
ไม่รู้ก็ดูแบบ
you
แย่ง
mentioned
คะแนน
being
กัน
clever enough not to get
ตอนนี้
caught
ฉันได้
in
คะแนน
the
มาจาก
restricted
2 คลาส
section.
แล้วเว้ย
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight. And tell no one.
โอเค
What will
hang
happen
on.
if we're caught in the restricted section?
Detention, no doubt. But a word of caution or two will help. For one, avoid Peeves the poltergeist. Aside from wanton destruction of property, he loves nothing more than telling on the likes of us.
How concerned should I be about the librarian?
Madam Scribner doesn't take kindly to clandestine activities taking place amongst her precious books. So do all that you can to avoid her.
She and I have had our entanglements, but I can hold my own against her. You may not be so lucky.
โอเค
Thank
เจอ
you,
กันคืนนี้
Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
โอ้ก็คืนนี้แล้วอะเร็วมาก
แบบทีมยังไม่เร็วขนาดนี้
กระดาษไปไหนแล้วอะ
Revelio.
อ่านดิ
เฮ้ย เมื่อกี้กระดาษบินอยู่จะเอากระดาษอ่ะนั่นไงนั่นไงนั่นไงไม่เข้าคาซีน
จุดไม่รอด
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The disillusionment charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells?
อ๋อ
Spells
ผ้า
are
คลุ
free.
มแพง
Give it a try.
โอเค
ผ้าคลุมล่องหนนะ
เออ
มีให้ใช้ด้วย
มีขาย
แต่ไม่ให้ใช้
ไม่เราไม่มีมันแพงค่าน้อยมีอยู่200 กว่าเอง
แล้วมันล่องหนได้ไหม
คาถานี่ก็ร้องหนได้อยู่
แล้วเราจะมีผ้าคลุมระดับไหน
ผ้าคลุมไม่ต้องซื้อหรอกช่างแม่ปุ่มอีกกดผิดเฮ้ยต้องได้แล้วไหมอ่ะ เออ ได้แล้วค่ะก็มาเลยค่ะ มันจะเก็บหนังสือยังไงวะลำคาญปีกคาถาเอาอันนี้แทนใส่แฟนไฟแล้วกัน
I'll be quieter than a jobberknoll.
If I can see you, the prefects might be able to as well. Be careful.
ไฟที่พาฟ้าทาวเวลบอกมองเห็นเรา ไม่มีใครสนใจ
Revelio.
เลเวล
เบอี้มอง
เข้าได้ปะวะอ้าวแม่เข้ามาแล้ว
Blast. The librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
อ่าฮะ
Revelio.
วิข้างมีกล่อง
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me?
The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
Wait, why do we need a key? Isn't there a spell for this?
Aloha Mora. That's how I always used to get in. But the librarian twigged that I knew the spell and cast an anti-Aloha Mora charm on the lock. So now it's just this key. But don't worry. I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
มันเปลี่ยนชื่อระหว่างเกมไม่ได้
เปลี่ยนไม่ได้
เลยรอบหน้าก็ตั้งชื่อกิกิ
กีกิเฮลโหลนามสกุลเฮลโหล
The key.
ถึงกิกินึกว่าคนที่เจาะปากกิกิให้นมมันดู
กีกี้เฮลโหลนามสกุลสตูดิโอดีกว่า กีกี้นามสกุลสตูดิโอ
That wasn't so difficult after
กิ
all.
ไม่เหมือนเดิมหรอก
Now, to find that book. Revelia.
ตอนนี้มีอะไรไหมจ๊ะก่อนมันเจ๊งง่ายอย่างนี้เลย
มันแค่ยิงเฉย
ยิงไม่พังอ้าวยิงไม่ได้ควิชดิดโลบอุ๊ยดูเสื้อผ้าก่อนโอ้โหใส่แล้วดีกว่าเดิมฉันใส่นี้ว่ะ
Lumos.
Lumos! Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say.
Revelia.
ข้างล่างมีคนอีกผมว่า
Ghost, don't let her see you.
โอ้มันมีผีอยู่อย่าให้ผีเห็นเรา
ๆทำไม
เดี๋ยวโดนจับ ผีจะจับเราส่งอาจารย์ แม่
ทำ
ไม่
งานกิกิที่บ้าน
โอ้กอดโอ้กอด
ผีมันดีเทคเสียงหรือหรอ
เนี่ยมันวิ่งมาแล้วเนี่ย อย่าเห็นฉันอย่าเห็นฉันยิงผีจ้าโอ้ยแม่งมาเบรกข้างหน้าเลยเนี่ย
เราเข้ามาทำไม
เข้ามาเอาของในห้องหนังสือต้องห้ามอ่ะ เห็นเหรอ
Should be in the clear now. No need for us to be skulking about.
So what is it you've been looking for?
อาจารย์โดนเฮ
I'm
ดมา
looking
สเตอ
for a
ร์เรียก
cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No, we've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to...
เฮ้ย เราจะไม่ใส่แว่นตานะจ๊ะทุกคนถุงมือฟรี7
จำไม่ได้
มีตังค์281
ฉันเห็นเมื่อกี้ฉันนึกว่าถ้าเรากดแล้วเราจะกลายเป็นจุลหาง
กลายเป็นอะไรนะ
จุลหาง
คืออะไรอ่ะ
นักรบไร้
But
หัว
I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after.
Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
เอาอีกแล้วมีผีอีกแล้วนะจ๊ะอุ้ยได้ทั้ง500อ๋อก็คือถ้าเจอกล่องนี้ให้ใช้คาถานี้โอเคเพราะมันมองไม่เห็นซ่อนตัวอยู่ข้างในเป็นอะไรวะ Leviosa
มือนี้จะไม่น่าจะเดินถูก
เก็บอะไรได้เก็บโอ้คืออะไรอ่ะ
พอแล้วกับ Felicity
อ๋อไม้เอาไว้ใส่ เป็นด้ามจับนี่เอง
ดูไม่ใส่อะไรมันดีกว่า
เหรอ โลนมากเลยนะ
ก็ดูเท่
ก็ได้
ง่ายก็รอหาที่มันดีกว่านี้ค่อยได้
โอเค
ทำตัวเป็นแบบนักเรียนไม่ติดแฟชั่น
เนี่ยอะไรนี่
Who have we here?
ไม่
Sebastian Summer and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty. You'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't you...
I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Okay,
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides, I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search.
Now, where has that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this arm. Lumos.
เราต้องซ่อมเหรอ
Repair it. Lumos.
เฮาส์ครับ อ๋อผ้าพันคอโอ้มันมืดขนาดนี้เหรอให้มันเป็นฝ้าก็ได้ฉันโอ
Of
เค
course. Traces of ancient magic.
เวทมนต์โบ
There
รา
must
ณ
be more to this room.
เสียงฮ่าฮ่าฮ่าฮ่านั่นมาเลย
That's it. Lumos.
โดดลงแม่งขอปรับความเร็วเพิ่มหน่อยเฮ้ยถุงมือทองอุ้ยมาดิค่ะโอ้ยผ้าพันคอใส่แล้วก็เพิ่มด้วยใส่ก็ได้วะ
ระวัง
Where might this lead?
มันกดปิดไม่ได้
ปิดอะไรเหร
ถ้า
อ
มันเกาะ
ปิดแล้ว นี่เอาออกอ่ะซื้อใส่เมื่อกี้ ฉันตายมาเยอะฉันรู้
Not surprising. Not with the ready. Lumos.
อย่าไปนี่ฉันรู้ทัน
This must be the way forward. But to where?
ชีวิตสนุกสนานแบบโรงเรียนไม่มีจริง
Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me. Lumos.
ว้าถึงมือกาบแว่นตากาบโหเยอะว่ะไม่อยากใช้ท่านั้นเลยเก็บนานตื่นเลยกูก็ตื่นไม่ป้องกันฉันกระโดด
It is a book after all. Lumos.
ได้ความรู้หรือเปล่ามันถึงทิ้งความทรงจำไว้ให้จุ่มลงไปโลด
เราจะได้เรียนรู้ภาษาอะไรจริง
ๆไม่รู้อ่ะจะได้เรียนรู้หรือเปล่าอ๋อนี่คือเด็กคนนั้นเหรอ
Headmistress Fitzgerald,
อิ
Professor
ซาโด
Rackham.
รา
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor Bakar.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad, especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a fifth year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a fifth year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it
was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Thầm na tà nhưผู้ร้ายแน่เลยวะ
ก็เป็นได้นะ คนชั่วเนี่ย
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
เพื่อนจริงว่ะช่วยเราคุณแต่เพื่อนจริงถึงจะคนละบ้านไปไหนต่อเนี่ย วิ่งดิ
Lumos.โอ้เช้าเลย
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section, as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful. It may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
In the second, they were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. Now I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
ให้ไปไหนต่อเควสไม่ขึ้นวะหรือว่าต้องออกจากนี่
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
โอเคนาตาชาโทรมา
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
เควสต่อสู้วะต่อสู้ก่อนแล้วกัน
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
มันบังคับไปพบเพื่อนเลยวะโอ้โหคือแบบเป็นใหญ่ขนาดนี้เลยช่างมันก่อนไปสู้กัน
Revelio.
Take a moment to allow our music to soothe your heart.
Future champion coming through.
Hello, Lucan. Is the final round of...
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
สู้คนเดียวดีปะหรือว่าไม่เอา ไม่เอา
I'll go it alone.
Then let's get started.
ฉันจะสู้ alone นะคะ
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
เวน4 คนอ๋อต้องใช้ไฟระเบิดถ้าเป็นสีแดงโอเคโอ้เบี้ยวโอ้ตีคนนี้ดิอย่าขวางอ๋อ3 ในชนะ3 ใน 4 ยิงไว้ก่อน
That was nothing. I'm just getting started.
If the best duelists in the school weren't enough competition, then perhaps you should consider transferring to Durmstrang. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
You earned it. You are a duelist to be reckoned with. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
Hello, Lucan.
Excellent idea.
สู้กับดับนี่ไม่เอา
You can't be beat, can you?
รู้หรือจ๊ะ
Shame it's over. I was just getting started.
อ้าว เอาใหม่ไหมล่ะมีให้ไป2 ทีเอาไปเรียนก่อนดีกว่า
The best duelist won, I suppose.
Incendio. Revelio.
มันต้องเปิดได้ป่ะวะ มันมีรูปภาพอยู่ข้างหลังอ่ะไม่ใช่มันมีของอยู่ด้านหลัง ดึงไม่ได้ เดี๋ยวดึงใหม่ ดึงไม่ได้ ไม่ได้ไม่กลับมาใหม่ วิ่งดิเอ๋
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
มาดูแมนเดรกกันเปิดไม่ได้ อาจารย์กาลิก
Good morning, Professor Garlick. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenore.
อาจารย์กระเทียม
Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie.
Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bowl. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears.
ปกป้องหูเอง
Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
แล้วเฟิร์มทักโอเค ดึงละ
Quickly, place your mandrake in the new form and cut out the soil. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone.
พึ่งอยู่ๆก็วาร์ปหายเลย
Now for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with...
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his class.
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea.
คือแค่มีดินมันเด็กก็จะฟูบลงไปเลย
การบอกว่าแค่ใส่ลงไปในดิน มันก็จะเหมือนผ้าห่มสกปรกอุ่นๆของมัน แล้วมันก็จะเงียบ
Yes, Professor?
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
ทั้งเกือบหูหนวก
I'll say, I nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star. Pardon me, Professor.
Your part in all this floral alchemy is simple.
ปลูกอะไรดี
Dishes' restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the
มี
Wiggenweld
ปลูก
potion.
ได้อย่างเดียว ใช้เวลาโต10 นาทีอืม
อ๋อต้องยืนรอ
อาจารย์บอกมาเก็บทีหลังได้
แล้วปลูกได้ไหมครับ
อืม
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out?
เอา
Introduce
จริ
you
ง
to
น่า
a
จะลืมไปเลย
different
อะ
sort
ว่า
of
แบบเค
flora,
ยปลู
the
กไว้
Chinese
แล้วต้อง
chomping
มาเก็บ
cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on.
ที่แย่ว่ะ
Dear, dear, and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. But your lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh, well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped. Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it. Tell them the rest.
เก็บแม่งไหนจัมมี่อะไรอะอ๋อทำไงอ่ะ กดปางเลยวะ
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Revelio.
ถ้าจะขโมยของห้องเรียนห้องอะ
อะไรหยิบได้ก็เอาหมดอะ
Helpful reminder as to why
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The
อีก
second
6
best
นาที
time is now.
I attended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Ooh, I don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
ถ้ามันคุยกับคนได้ทั่วโรงเรียนนี่เอาเควสไปเรื่อยๆเราก็ต้องไปเดินคุยใหม่ก็เรื่อย
น่าจะใช่
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad.
ธรรมะเบาไป
Herbology
นิ
is
ดนึง
a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
โอเค
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots.
Incendio! Lumos, Levioso, Heal, Incendio!
What are you up to now?
I should think Professor Garlick would be more careful with her mandrakes.
โพชั่นค่ะวิ่งสีอุ้ยได้แล้วกระดาษบินอยู่
Revelio.
Maybe Auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade.
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent.
Revelio.
ๆทำงานแล้วรูปภาพมันบ่นเลย
ก็ไม่รู้อ่ะรู้แค่รูปภาพมันบ่นก็เลยกดของแล้วยิงมันบ่นเลยเดินไปยิงมันโอ้
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will brew a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Let's see, point to Hufflepuff.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir.
Point to Hufflepuff.
Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others,
โอ้
however,
โหของ
may
แร
be
นี่
harder
คื
to
อ
obtain
แย่
and
ไม่
will
เอา
require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
My parents considered keeping me. Professor Sharp must have loved.
Fine job brewing your first Wickenweld potion.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Endurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
เอาไงอะ
เอาอะไรอะ
ไอชุดแดงเนี่ยมันอยากให้เราไปเอาขนตัวอะไรสักอย่างมาให้มันขาดส่วนผสมอย่างเดียวก็มีทางเลือกว่าเราจะไปเอาขนนั้นมาหรือว่ามันไม่น่าใช่เรื่องที่ดี
อยากได้ก็ให้ไปแล้วก็เราก็ไม่รับผิดชอบ อยากได้เองแต่เราเอามาให้แต่เราไม่รับผิดชอบ
I'll get you the Fooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Your potion should not be that color, Miss McDowell.
Revelio.
หนูเก็บหมดอะอะไรก็ได้เก็บหมดหนูจะเก็บให้หมดค่ะในนี้มีอะไรบ้างหมดแล้ว
A well-prepared witch or wizard always has a few potions on hand.
Here's the Fooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you. This is going to take a moment to brew. You should
มัน
get
ต้อง
back to
ทำอะไร
brewing your
แผ
Endurus
งๆแน่เลย
potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed. And be thorough.
เหยียบอะไรแตกวะ
Professor, what should I be doing again?
You should have collected the ingredients from my office and begun brewing a potion at your cauldron. Finish your potion and then return to me.
Okay. 30 วิหลับรอได้เลยเสร็จแล้ว
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah!
Get it! Not again. Oh, the smell.
fucking done? What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry,
Professor Sharp said that we...
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
โดนเลยอะ
I brewed an Edgerus potion, as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
อ้าวเอาไงอะเราบอก I don't know what you mean แล้วกัน
อะไรอ่ะ
อาจารย์บอกว่าเราไปช่วยมันปรุงยาชั่วร้ายอันนั้น เอาไงดีวะ
ชั่วร้ายอะไรก็มันขอไม่รู้ไม่รับผิดชอบด้วย
I don't know what you mean.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, Professor.
You will not earn favor with me by failing to take responsibility for your actions. I suggest you heed my warning.
อ้าวดันได้รับ
As for the
คำเตื
work
อน
you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
โดนวานนิ่งไว้เลยอะ
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
ติดใบเหลืองเฮ้ยไม่น่าช่วยมันเลย
แล้วมันจะขอช่วยทำไม
อยากทำเนี่ยอยากแกล้งเขา
เอ้ามันอยากแกล้งเหรอ
เออ
เอ้าแล้วเธอไปนี่ทำไมวะ
ก็เลยถามมันแค่ขอให้ช่วยเอาส่วนผสมก็เลยถามทามาเอาดีไหมสุดท้ายเอามาไม่เรียบร้อย
My Wiggenweld potion's utter rubbish. Wish I could just replace it with one from J. Pippin's.
ไม่รู้ไงมันแค่บอกว่ามันจะปรุงยาแต่ขาดส่วนผสมอยู่นะโอ้ยโดนหลอก วิ่งแล้วจะหลับว่าเมื่อกี้ปรุงยาหลับไปแล้ว30 วิมันปรุง30ฉันหลับไปเกินลงน้ำไปเลยลงน้ำไปเลยเปียกไปเลยอีเพื่อนมันอยู่ไหนวะโหไม่มีไม้กวาดว่ะ
ยังไม่ได้ทำไมมันไม่ให้
ไม่รู้ว่ามันเข้าโรงเรียนมาเขาก็ประกาศปิดควิดดิชปีนี้งงมูนสโตน เสียงอะไรวิ่ง
Revelio.
ช่างมันเก็บสิเก็บเดินไปแล้วจะหลับเลยบ้าเอ้ยเออ
ใครๆก็อยากเรียนเวทมนต์
บอกเกียร์สล็อตเราเต็มแปลว่าอะไรมันจะเต็มได้ไง
มันเต็ม20
อ้าวเขาทำ
ก็
ไง
ทำลาย
อ่ะ
ทิ้ง
อันนี้ทำลายไม่ได้อะอันนี้แล้วกัน
ก็ใส่อยู่เนี่ย
ทำลายนี้แล้วกันอ่ะอ๋อเต็ม20โอเคถุงมือถ่ายได้90โอ้โหเฮ้ยโอ้ขายได้เดี๋ยวเอาไงดีวะวิ่งไปทำของเพื่อนก่อนแล้วกันแล้วค่อยไปขายในเมือง
ตั้งชื่ออันวอลดา
ชื่อชาลา
ฉันจะไปช่วยนาย
ฉันชื่อชาลานามสกุลอิชวาดา
This looks
บอก
intriguing.
ขันหน้ากับหาซากไปรวมด้วยกัน
ตาจะปิดอ่ะ โอ้ย
นี่ฉันจิกลูกตา
ไม่ตกปลาได้ด้วยเหรอ
I beseech you for some assistance.
ท็อป
Hello, can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch Smedleys? I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
ตัวอะไรนะ
นั่นดิ
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid! Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
You seem to think I might have heard of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. Why would I know of your family?
That's like asking why the sky is blue or grass is green. The Pinch Smedley name is synonymous with intellectual curiosity. We are known for our contributions to science and art. I'm surprised you haven't heard of us, frankly. But with all I plan to discover about the world around us, those that don't yet know the name certainly one day will.
What exactly is an astrolabe?
It's an astonishing ancient navigational tool. Essentially, a handheld model of the universe. It's mainly used for studying the stars, astronomical pursuits, but it has nearly 1,000 uses. Fascinating device. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still, we'd love to have it returned to us. It would be like getting a bit of my grandparents back.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Yeah, it's good to see you, my friend, but your friend need to sleep on. ขอนอน5 นาที
It is good to see you, my friend. 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 It is good to see you, my friend.
จู่ๆก็หลับกลางไลฟ์ยังวะ
It is good to see you, my friend. 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 It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello,
Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
เพื่อนถามว่าทำไมมันถึงมาตามหาเรานั่นดิ ตอบอะไรดีวะ
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to
ตอบ
Hogwarts.
ไปว่ามันตามหาบางสิ่งของเรา
I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow, I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
เพื่อนบอกว่าเพื่อนจะไม่นั่งอยู่เฉยๆแล้วก็ดูมันทำลายบ้านใหม่ของเพื่อนเอาไงดีเพื่อนจะมาช่วยเราเว้ยคนเนี้ยควรตอบว่าอะไรดีก็มีฉันดีใจที่ได้ยินแบบนั้นโอเคเฮ้ยไม่ตายแต่ทำเอาย้อนดูไลฟ์เมื่อคืนมันโดนปัดกระเด็นเลยถึงเฮ้ยจากโชว์อ่ะ
ดูฉันยังไม่มีเวลาไปย้อนดูเลยคือนอนกูยังไม่ได้นอน
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair, and the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
นัตตี้เป็นเพื่อนที่ดีว่ะ
Beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here? Seems a pleasant enough little place.
Revelio.
But Mummy...
Archie, I don't have time to argue. I've told you repeatedly not to stray far from home, especially when I'm inside with your little sister.
But you should see them, Mummy. They're beautiful. These horses with wings.
Oh, that's enough. I'm too tired for your stories today. You stay right here where I can see you. Now, why don't you do some more drawings for me?
Very well.
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ranrock and his loyalists will spare no one.
They attacked you.
Oh, Ranrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious to me, my paintings.
Has Ranrock's lot ever attacked you like this before?
Things have taken a much darker turn of late. Ranrock assumed that all goblins would agree to follow him, but he was wrong. Many of us would like a diplomatic end to the discord with wizard kind.
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your carts.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me. It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better circumstances.
Lumos. Hello, sir. What do you sell here?
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi, and this...
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today? I'll have no trouble selling this. Thank you.
Áp nguồnคืนนี้ไม่น่าได้เล่น
มอนฮันน่ะเหรอ
ปรับข้ามมัน
ถ้าน้อยเขาน่าจะจริง
พยายามนอนเลย
ขายหมดตัวเลย
Hope to see you again sometime.
Lumos.
อ๋อ อันไหนได้แล้วคือได้เลยก็คือจะเปลี่ยนเป็นชุดไหนก็ได้ไม่ใส่ผ้าคลุมโชว์มือ โชว์มือเปล่าโอเคแต่งตัวโซมยังไงตัวฉัน
ง่วงแค่ไหนก็ต้องวิ่งตามแฟนไปช่วยคนไม่อยากเป็นฮีโร่
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts,
ใน
I
นี้มีอะไร
shouldn't be
ขอดู
surprised at what happened to Orn.
มีสารสัตว์
แมงมุมว่ะมาดิคะ
ถ้ามันเช้าแล้วมันจะเปลี่ยนเป็นอีกวัน
There's a victory that came none too soon.
หรอกนั่นในเรื่องมันก็เดิน
ไม่แน่ใจอ่ะอันนี้ข้าน้อยยืนรอเพื่อนหลับเมื่อกี้จนมืด
แล้วคือเราก็ทำลายทุกๆอย่างที่อยู่รอบโรงเรียนไม่ได้
ไม่ได้
เราค่อยไปทำเควสในเรื่อง
ดูก่อนนะวันนี้ก็คือทำเควสแยกได้อยู่แหละเนี่ยมาช่วยหาของให้กอบบินตัวเมื่อกี้แบบยังไม่เก่งก็ออกล่าแล้วเปรี้ยวยังเสียงอะไรวะ
เสียงบาซิลากิ้ว
เดี๋ยว
Lumos. Lumos.
เดินตามทางไปทำเลยเดี๋ยวตรงนี้มีกระดาษหรือว่ากระดาษเข้าไม่ได้
Lumos.
Wing CA
Past the ruins. I'm on the right track. Lumos. This must be it.
อะไรฮาร์ดเดอร์ช่างแม่งไม่สนจะฆ่าอยู่หมวก15ผมมาดิ
I've heard.
Lumos.
ตัวเลย
Lumos.
มันตัวอะไรวะอ๋อให้เอาไปวางขึ้นไหนว่าอีกนี่มันอยู่ไหน
That was quite something. Now to Freon's card.
See the card from encampment ไหนวะอันเนี้ยเหรอ
Quite an enchantment. The carts are returning to Owen. Revelio.
เดี๋ยวอันนี้ไม่ได้เลื่อนหรอกค่อยไปขายเลยตรงนี้อะไรวะดูสี
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. shame you're so foul.
Ini ประตูเลยวะประตูอะไรเนี่ยนี่คือ
Lumos. Hello, Mr. Semi.
What?
Any... Can you... What do you have... What do you have as...
What can I help you with today?
ขายยากระสุนแพงโอ้โหอันนี้ขายได้ถึง200เชียวแต่มันอัปเกรดได้ว่ะ
โอ๊ยชิดมันเป็นเครื่องต่อสู้ที่แย่มากเลย
I hope to see you again sometime.
Lumos. Revelio.
การต่อสู้เธอเป็นยังไงบ้าง
การต่อสู้ของฉันนั้น ไม่ได้มีอะไรให้สู้เพราะกำลังขายของ
Hello, Mr. Semi. What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today?
หายละเวลา
I hope to see you again sometime.
โดนบาซิลกีสกับโจแม่งตีกันไม่หยุด
Hello, Mr. Semi.
What?
What do you have?
What can I help you with today?
I have good news. Your carts are on their way back.
I don't know what to say. Any hope I have of getting my belongings back was quickly fading. Ramrock's lot called me a fool for believing in the good in wizard kind. Thank you for proving them wrong.
I managed to free your carts fairly easily.
Oh, I'm glad you're all right. Oh, I can't wait to have my things back, especially my paints. You know, you've inspired me. I've been dealing with witches and wizards for years, and we've always got along just fine. Perhaps my next piece will be a tribute to all that is good between us.
What a nice idea, Arn. I wish you luck with it.
Oh, I can't wait to get started. Thank you again for all you've done.
Revelio.
All the best.
Incendio.
เลเวล10
ทำไมเธอถึงไประเบิดประตูบ้านคนอื่นอย่างนั้นเควสมันให้แต่เวล
ใช่เควสจะให้เวลแต่ว่าบางอันก็จะมีของให้อย่างอันเนี้ยที่จัดไม้จะมีรางวัลให้อันนี้ชุด appearance experiment นี่ให้คาถาอยากได้คาถาสะเดาะกรนะจ้าเอาอันนี้ก่อนละกัน
จู่ๆก็ได้ยินเสียงตัวละครอยู่ๆมาผู้หลอน
Lumos.
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time.
Mr. Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
มาดิคะ leave her alone.
You should never have come in.
You will not survive this fight! You insolent crap! I will not be cast about for your amusement! Bored! I'm bored up here!
จริง
คะแนนบ้านมันง่ายเลย
out of your eyes.
อย่างนี้
Stop right there!
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You'll take this student over my dead body! You ain't the knack at all!
Incendio!
You're going to regret that. Release me! Just wait till I... How embarrassing! I've had enough of this. Stop that right now! You little brat! I hate heights! You just wait till I come down. this.
Just wait till I come.
Incendio! What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
คุยกับคนแปลกหน้า
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Nocturne Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Here's what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were mere myth.
Mere myth? You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has its symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
ใช้ไง อ๋อ
My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
The flames
ทำ
make
ไม
the
ต้องหนวด
pyre
มือ
sink.
Curious. The pyres are back where they started. three of these pyres are meant to be lit.
Incendio.
มาอีกแล้วหนวดเมอร์ลินเหรอ
What a day! I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallow Sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you.
ตู้มาเยอะ
And
โต
do be careful out here. Now I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Yes.
ขึ้นเองขึ้น
A portrait in our common room wants to talk to you. It's Eldritch Diggory. He used to be the Minister for Magic, I think.
Minister อะไรนะ อะไรนะ Minister อะไรนะ
Aren't you the student who ran all those goblin boils?
ไม่ฉันไม่รู้ว่าเธอพูดอะไร
Wonder who lives here.
นั่นสิอ้าว
How nice to see you, my young friend.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
มีคนวาร์ปไม่ได้
Off on another
หา
adventure,
ที่
are
วา
we?
ร์ป
Rebellion.
วิ่งสิวิ่งอันเนี้ยคอมมอนรูมข้างน้อยทางอะอยู่ข้างใต้ดินต้องขอเป็นจังหวะฮับพับปึกอะไรของมันทำไม่ได้แล้วประตูเนี่ยก็จะเปิดขึ้นมา
แม่งเจอผู้เล่นลีดไม่ยอมทำแคมป์
อุ๊รูปภาพจะคุยด้วย Eldritch Diggory โอเค
You wanted to see me, sir?
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself. So few students know who I am these days. Eldritch Diggory, former Minister for Magic and founder of the Aura recruitment program at your service. I believe you can help solve a decades-old murder, thanks to that book you found, and, in particular, its missing pages.
How do you know about the book and the pages?
We portraits here more than you might suspect, and most of us can keep a secret. So, what say you? Surely a Hufflepuff such as yourself would be inclined to help seek long overdue justice.
This could be right up my street. Even we Hufflepuffs enjoy a good mystery.
Glad to hear you're up to the challenge. Plus, I believe you'll benefit from this undertaking. My great niece, Helen Thistlewood, can provide you with details. She's retired now, but was a skilled aura in her day. And the unsolved murder of which I speak was her case. I often visit my portrait in her home, in the nearby hamlet of Upper Hogsfield. Shall I tell her to expect you?
How could a few pages of a book help her solve an old case?
A boy disappeared with those pages, but they never found the body. A girl was convicted of his murder nonetheless. It seems those pages could exonerate her somehow. My great niece can tell you more.
When were you the minister?
Over 100 years ago. 1733 to 1747, to be precise. The stories I could tell you. Oh, didn't have the chance to do all that I could. I was in the midst of reforming Azkaban when my life was cut short by dragon pox. I was sneezing sparks to the bitter end.
I shall go and see her right away.
Brilliant. With what I suspect is your knack for hard work and her keen mind, both mysteries may be solved sooner than you think. I shall see you there. Soon, I hope.
Wed. Can you tell me more about your great niece?
Cream of the crop when it comes to auras. A star pupil here, and then an exemplary servant to the ministry. And her spark hasn't diminished one bit in her retirement. She and I often chat about old cases and our glory days. No offense, but it's nice to get away from the students and converse with someone who's familiar with my legacy.
กินข้าวแป๊บ
I shall go and see her right away.
Brilliant. With what I suspect is your knack for hard work and her keen mind, both mysteries may be solved sooner than you think.
มาแล้วมาแล้วโอเคออกจาก common room ชั้นบนมันน่าจะมีหินตัวใช่จริงด้วย Come on beat วิ่งดิวิ่ง
It's me, Gareth. Do you have a moment?
Were you calling me, Gareth?
I was. After you helped me with that Fupa feather and potions, I reckoned you might be just the person I need. You see, I have an idea for a fizzing Wisby-inspired beverage, but I'm missing a key ingredient.
Where do you find the time for this and your homework?
I've plenty of time for both. Been managing for years. So, I suspect the key ingredient in fizzing Wisbies is dried billywig stings. I heard there's a store of them in Honeyduke's cellar. I'd get them myself, but my Aunt Matilda has her eye on me. Thinks I need to focus on potions class for a while, not for my own brews. I was hoping you could follow a secret passage to Honeyduke's cellar and grab a few dried billywig stings for me.
เอาอีกแล้วเหรอให้เราหาเรื่องแล้ว
I don't know, Gareth. Secret passage to a cellar? Sounds like it's off limits.
Not at all. It's a perfectly legitimate secret passage. I'd use it if I could. The passage is hidden behind the statue of a one-eyed witch in the third-floor corridor. Just tap it with your wand and say, Descendium.
Couldn't you have someone buy the dried billywig stings?
They're not for sale, and you never know when the cellar's going to be locked. So, the reliable way in and out is through the secret entrance.
Are you asking me to steal from a shop?
Goodness, it's not as if I'm asking you to rob Gringotts. Honeyduke's is more than enough, and I only need a few. It's a sweets ingredient. They won't be missed. Trust me.
I'll see what I can do, Gareth.
Fair enough. You shall be the first one to taste my newest brew if you can be of help. Perhaps I can convince a meat to help me with my potions homework. Get my aunt to loosen her reins a bit.
I'll need to get those dried billywig stings for Gareth if he's to finish his latest concoction. A one-eyed witch statue shouldn't be too hard to find.
Wing the air, wing.
Revelio.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Revelio.
Oh, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
Leviosa.
Revelio.
Revelio.
I hope you were able to take care of everything I had asked you to do.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand. Good work. The dummy is here if you wish to stay and practice. You seem to have the right end of the stick. Keep practice. Very honest. May save your life.
Hello, Lu. That'd be brilliant.
If you need. Nicely done. Keep trying. You'll get it. That's it. Excellent ball. Impressive wand work. I'd hate to face you in a duel.
It was only a training dummy.
True, but it's a difficult dummy. Believe me, I know. Seriously, well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again. Even though you won the tournament already, I'm glad to see you haven't stopped training. Stay sharp, my friend.
Incendio! Leviosa! Incendio!
Revelio.
Revelio.
Lumos. Levioso. Incendio. You're poaching. I know a Merlin trial when I see one. Castle must have been quite stately in its time. Revelio. Levioso. Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Don't forget who gets you the news.
Revelio. Revelio. You've one less follower, Ranrock. Revelio. Revelio.
You should know better than that by now. We've all told you before, and look what happens when you don't listen. I won't rest.
This must be the place Minister Diggory mentioned. Helen lives around here somewhere.
Ranrock's loyalists are a menace.
I couldn't help it over here. Did you mention Ranrock's loyalists?
I did. Never imagined they'd act this deadly. I'm Claire Beaumont, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
Ranrock and his followers have set up camp. My brother Bardolph dared to stand up to them and ended up in St. Mungo's. I'm simply at my wit's end.
How did your brother Bardolph end up in St. Mungo's?
Bardolph had spent the entire day hand-picking herbs and roots for us. When a group of Ranrock's lot appeared and demanded the harvest for themselves, Bardolph refused. In their anger, they hurled him against a rock and robbed him. The moment he left St. Mungo's, he vowed.
You said Ranrock's loyalists have set up camp here. Where precisely?
To the south, across the river. Last I heard, there were several loyalists in each camp. I won't go near them.
Why don't you simply leave the area for now?
Upper Hogsfield is my home. Bardolph and I grew up here. No, we are standing firm. Once my brother returns, then we shall decide what to do next. He's gone to seek Victor Rookwood's advice. I didn't approve of that idea, but perhaps in the end it will help.
I am unfortunately quite familiar with Ranrock's loyalists. Perhaps I can do something.
Much as I would love to be rid of them, I wouldn't want you to risk injury, or worse. Please be cautious. We should not have to live
as this. It seems as though things are getting worse. Best be on my guard. A map. Doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now.
Mind yourself beyond our borders. Ranrock's loyalists taking hold here.
Revelio.
I should investigate.
Bardolph Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
This place has seen better days.
Reminds me of the time I nearly fell out of a car. Who's there? Not one there. intruder! What's it? White's wrapped down under the necessary. I won't. How nice of you to stop by. I will make you. I won't wreck.
Lumos. Both camps cleared. Madame Beaumont would be glad to hear that. Not sure how I'd fare in a little...
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer.
I do miss...
Hello, Madame Beaumont. Good news. I was able to clear out Ranrock's camps.
You cleared them out? How?
It was harrowing, and they dug in their heels, but I managed.
When my brother returns, this news will mean the world to him. You saved our hamlet, my young friend. This will not be forgotten. I fear for other hamlets, truly. Ranrock and his lot are unlike any goblins I've ever seen.
What do you have for sale?
What are you looking for exactly? Thank you. Sincerely. Marvelous. I could always use more of these. Thank you for passing through.
Come now, don't be stingy.
Lumos. Bardolph Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by...
Excuse me, did you say something about a Bardolph Beaumont?
I did. I don't think we've met. I'm Dorothy Sprottle. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph, only he's gone missing. Rumour is he was seen in the forest practicing dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. Shame, really. With Ranrock's camps cleared out, I have a feeling he'd have given up on dark magic altogether.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. Perhaps she has some insights that I don't. I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper, one that Claire knitted herself. Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
Madame Beaumont, might I speak? Mrs. Sprottle told me a little more about your brother, Bardolph.
Oh, dear Dorothy. She'd go looking for Bardolph herself if she could.
She mentioned dark magic, and even the Ashwinders.
Despite my repeated warnings, Bardolph's been experimenting with dark magic near the edge of the forest. I thought perhaps he'd get it out of his system and it would gradually stop. But then one day, he didn't come home.
I'll let you know if I see or hear anything about him.
Thank you. How kind. I'd be so grateful to learn where he is. I know in my heart he's out there. Do be careful.
I should be going now. Thank you.
Bardolph, where are you?
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
You will regret coming. Someone
You only had Ranrock to blame, Lumos. Past the river, near the forest. I must be on the right track. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Revelio. Lumos. entry from Bardolph's journal. He overheard whispers. Plan, something to do with him.
Revelio.
Lumos.
Defendo can be just as dangerous as Crucio in the wrong hands. Right ones.
I'd like to see an old
Lumos.
to arrest me. I'll soon show them what I'm made of.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Wonder who lives there.
Thank you for all that you've done for us. Oh, I do hope my brother is all right.
Madame Beaumont, I do have some news of your brother.
Oh, please tell me he's safe.
regret to say that Bardolph had been turned into an Inferius, and I had to kill him.
What? But how could you possibly think that an Inferius was my brother Bardolph? That's absurd!
He was wearing a woolen jumper, hand-knitted.
No. No. This can't be.
I'm truly sorry. I wish it had been better news. I wish you well, Madame Beaumont.
What more could I have done? Oh, Bardolph! Bardolph! Oh, my sincerest gratitude, you brave soul! What are you looking for exactly? Thank you for passing through. You've made Upper Hogsfield safer. I thank you.
Lumos. It's like a place right out of a storybook. Madam Thistlewood, I met your great-uncle in his portrait in my common room. He sent me to speak to you.
I'm pleased you came. Uncle Eldridge believes the book you found and its missing pages may be relevant to an unsolved case from my time as an Auror.
Very well. I'm listening.
Decades ago, a student named Richard Jackdaw disappeared after going to meet a girl named Anne. They never found his body. When his headless ghost appeared briefly in Hogsmeade, wholly unaware of how he died, Anne was convicted of his murder and sent to Azkaban. It was in large part due to the testimony of a girl called Apollonia Black. Jealous of Anne, I think.
That sounds terrible, but I'm not sure how I can help.
Anne's alibi was somewhat labyrinthine. She said Jackdaw promised her adventure following a map he found on some pages he'd stolen from Peeves.
And you think Peeves ripped those pages from the book I found in the restricted section?
If my great-uncle is to be believed, yes. At least that's what the portraits at Hogwarts suspect. Anne insisted that Jackdaw had asked her to follow the map with him, but only after she solved a series of puzzles he'd prepared. Odd way to woo a girl. She swears she never even solved the first puzzle, so they didn't meet. Jackdaw's ghost vanished almost as soon as he appeared. Without Jackdaw's puzzle, pages, or remains, Anne was sent to Azkaban based solely on Apollonia's spurious testimony.
I don't understand. What can I do to help?
I believe Anne may have solved the first puzzle by now, but after spending time in Azkaban, she's a shadow of her former self. She won't speak to anyone she doesn't trust, and she trusts no one. If you, a student with a connection to the pages, like Jackdaw had, spoke to Anne,
She might reveal new information.
I've always wanted to see Azkaban. Count me in.
I suppose it has a peculiar appeal to some, but it can be terribly disconcerting. Fortunately, being a retired Auror has its benefits. We can apparate right to her. I've escorted ministers, professors, and many others to that blasted place. Never a student, I'll admit, but I will keep you safe.
Very well. Let's go.
Steady yourself. We'll apparate together.
Do take care now, and tread lightly in that horrible place.
We'll be there in but a moment. That ought to keep them at bay for now. Though, be aware, you may feel a wave of despair. It will pass.
Thank you for the warning.
This really is a dismal place, but we'll be out of here soon enough. Now follow me. This isn't a place for loitering.
Ugh, I never thought I'd see the inside of Azkaban for myself.
Nasty Dementors. Not even I could convince the Ministry to send them off. There's no need for such monsters.
I'd cast Crucio on the lot of you!
You don't scare me, young cur. They teach you so little of what you should know of.
That witch you're with has a dark cloud over her. I can feel it.
What is that I hear? Perhaps death, in all its mercy, approaches.
No one at school's going to believe this.
Now remember, Anne has been here a long time. The Dementors aren't kind. Have patience and speak to her quietly and respectfully.
Are you Anne?
Who's there? Who speaks to me? Is that death finally come for me?
I'm a student from Hogwarts. I found the book that you said would exonerate you.
Ah, the book, the book. No one would look. None of the mages found the pages. Methinks the feckless knave meandered to his cave. My fate was surely sealed in Upper Hoggyfield.
Are you saying that the missing pages are in a cave? Near Upper Hogsfield?
Hogsfield field! Ruins house, a vault concealed.
A vault? In some ruins? Near Upper Hogsfield? I suppose it can't hurt to look.
Can't hurt to look, can't hurt to look. Go find the pages from your book. Helen, know you're here. Come in closer, be a dear.
What is it, Anne? Oh, the cave. You're safe now. You have what you need. I'll be all right once I get...
But Madame Thistlewood, all right, I'll find it. I'll find Jackdaw's cave. Revelio. Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this. I should investigate. This must be the place Anne told me about. No one's been here for ages. No. How did you do this, Jackdaw? It's no wonder Anne never found it. You'll not outfox me, Jackdaw. No, that's not it. You couldn't outwit me, Jackdaw. Now, where's the clue you left behind? Incendio! Revelio. Lumos. A note from Jackdaw. Anne never found it. So how did he die? Was she to blame at all? This looks intriguing.
Could it be? Has someone solved my puzzle after all these years? Well done indeed. Richard Jackdaw, at your service.
The Richard Jackdaw. I heard you disappeared years ago. You have some explaining to do.
I do? That was my puzzle you solved. What are you doing here?
A retired Aura, Helen Thistlewood, told me about a map you stole from Peeves, and then Anne told me about a cave.
You saw Anne? Broke my heart. I had to go on without her. Probably best for her in the end. Dare I ask? How is she?
She was imprisoned in Azkaban for your murder. I fear the Dementors have taken an irreversible toll on her.
What? Azkaban? Oh, poor Anne. I had no idea. I thought she'd written me off. I've been traveling the world for years to mend my broken heart. I came back here only recently. On a whim. I must speak to the Aura you mentioned and see how I can help Anne.
I'm glad to hear it. Before you go, would I still be able to find the pages with the map Helen mentioned?
I'm almost certain I dropped them in the cave the moment I was beheaded. They're bound to be mouldering away with the rest of me. Tell you what, meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you precisely where to find them.
Helen mentioned Apollonia Black. Did she set up Anne to take the fall?
Have you never met any members of the Black family? They can be rather vindictive. Once Anne showed an interest in me, Apollonia couldn't let it alone. That her own heart had grown cold simply didn't matter.
Thank you. I need to find those pages to help a friend.
I shall see you there.
Abandoned long ago, no doubt.